All right, so we're back. Looking at this, if I start to sculpt on it, if you remember what it looks like, it's all kind of weird and stuff. If I start to sculpt on it like this, and I come in here and I change my brush to, let's say, the mallet fast, which I don't think you guys have, so I won't use it right now. I'll use this, and I start sculpting on it. Look what it does. It does really dense in some places and really not in other places. That's probably not what we want. What we could do is try and turn on Sculptris Pro. Now, Sculptris Pro won't work while I have these divisions there, so I'm going to delete them. I can always go back. I delete them and then sculpt. And while it's a kind of bit smoother, it's still not really that great. Let me pull this out. And it's also kind of jerky. So if we look at the Sculptris Pro, it's adding polygons to it, and this, you know, the reason I'm bringing this up is because we really want to divide this better. This kind of center area, these all have higher resolution in these areas, and these don't. So we know that our number is 3.6 million, or 3.28 million, so I'm going to turn off that. And then we're going to come down to our Dynamesh. Now, our Dynamesh, if we had built this in here, it'd be a different story, and we'll talk about that when we build it in here at the second half of the class. But since we didn't, we have a lot of extra edges, and if I had built it differently, I could have cut and not really cared about the polygons. If I had been smarter or planning it better, but I wanted to show you this, I would have made sure I had no tries, and I just had a fully clean mesh. Also, I would have changed some of the things on the import, I think, too. Anyway, I don't need to do that because I know, and I did this test for myself, that I'm going to change this resolution to 750. And then I'm going to push Dynamesh. And it's going to take a second. Probably more on the computers at school. But look at that, 3.32 million. Now, it is the same resolution as it was a minute ago. And if I come in here and look at this, it is evenly divided all the way across. So it does do a little bit of mess up to your color, but it doesn't matter at this point. We only brought those in here to get our divisions. We didn't bring them in here for any other reason. So I'll turn this off. And now when I sculpt, and I can use, let's say, B, D, and then standard, and then sculpt. Actually, let's just do the standard brush. So that's B, S. I'll have to memorize these because I have shortcuts for everything. Standard is T. Okay. So if I do this, now it's a little bit better to work with. And if I take this and I go to my dang standard, oops, didn't change it. Keep dividing it, you idiot. So sorry if you're wondering what's going on. It was 53 million because I kept pushing the wrong button. Alt D. I'm sorry, I was doing my shortcuts wrong. If I come across here, now it's a beautiful cut, and I can do this stuff here, and I can cut. If I turn this on, I can even do a little bit tighter. I can come in here and do like this. Let's come back out and say F. Come over here and do something like this, oops, X, there we go, like that, like that, like that, like that, here right on top of each other, right there, right there. Let me shrink this, that much, do this one, and this one, and this one, and we might as well do one up here. And we should probably do one down here if I looked at the reference, but we're not doing that right this second. Oh, so we'll just do it this way. Okay, and then if I hold Alt Control, like we talked about, it will tighten it up. And now I can invert it by Control and clicking off, remember? And now I can take these and pull them out a little bit more. I'm holding Alt because it does a negative when you do Alt, remember? Do that. Okay. Anyway, we could go on for days. And what am I doing with this? Well, if I change this to, let's say, inflate, so I inflate, and I make a really big brush, and I turn off the Sculptris Pro, and I just do this. Whee! It's too much. And then I smooth. And some people know me, that's just not the way I would do it, but I just want to give you an idea. We could do tons of stuff with this. We have tons of resolution. And then the last thing we want to do, you want to sculpt it up. You want to take something like a chisel or another brush. And by the way, if you don't see a brush in here, if you come over to brushes and you come over to mallets is the one I like. I think it's in here. Mallet. And I use the fast mallet. And then I use this because it does this chisel-y thing to it. And if I hold it lightly, it'll be less. I can do something like that and break the box edges. And I'll turn off the X so I don't have it feeling the same all the way across. Maybe I'll do a scratch a little bit more down the side here. I've got to put something like that in there. We're going to get into sculpting tools. There's so much stuff inside of here. But for now, I just need to get fun with it. Take some of these out. We can smooth some of this so it doesn't look as bad. And we'll say graffiti or something carved in here. So we get something that's kind of cool. We get all this detail work that we want to put on here. You got ways to make things scratch. You can do slash. Let's do BS. I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. And I can see if it's not too hard. I can start slashing down the side here. Or I could do scratches. Let's turn this up. You know, we just want to make it feel like it's been through the war, as it were. Okay. So now we have our beat up, scratched up crate, and we can just start moving with it and start finishing it up. That's all we're looking for today. I will talk to you tomorrow, or I'll talk to you this week. Bye.